Hi everyone, it's Damien for another video. So on the last one, I did add these non-resourceful routes, right? And um, one thing I realized is that um, I haven't actually added into those list of methods where the user has to be connected to the app before accessing his task, right? Even though on I think it's here, even though it's here, you can see that I check for the user whether it's connected or not. If it's connected, I'm showing up the um, the link. If it's not connected, I don't showing I don't show the link, right? But it's like previously I showed you, the link doesn't show up, but you can still access to the line. I'm going to show you right now. So if I start the server and I will disconnect and then I will try to get into that page, you will see that I can still access it, even though the link is not here. I have to fix that because I don't really like it. So I have to fix it. So the server is running, right? I'm connected, I think. Hopefully, if my computer want to go a little bit faster. Okay, I'm connected, right? And the link is showing up. Now I'm going to disconnect. The link doesn't show up anymore, but if I hit that URL, I can still go into, oh, well, it's because I'm using, the current user and blah, blah, blah. But you can see that if I want to go there, I can't. I don't have any like restriction on it. So I'm going to add the method um, to the list of method where the user has to be connected to actually access that method. And the thing is, there is quite a lot. I mean, I'm going to show you something. So here, when I'm trying to access it, it will say, okay, you need to be signed in before you can access to that method, right? So it's working, right? I can show you again. Oh, I think it was my task. Yeah, here we go. So it showed me you need to connect. Sorry, you need to be connected to get into that. You need to be connected to before going into that page, right? So here, for a matter of reading, it's quite a lot of method into that array, and so basically I'm going to show you something that is going to do the same thing, but uh, without actually having all those methods waiting here. So you can see that on the line before this line, the line I'm editing right now, we have all those methods here. Now I'm going to put index, and I'm going to put not only but except, which is basically the same thing as the line and the previous line, which is saying, okay, the user has to be connected for all those methods except the index method, which is basically the same thing. So I'm going to remove that, or to comment it at least. And if I go back and I try to, go into, for example, my task, I'm gonna have the same restriction. If I go into, for example, create a new task, I'm going to have the same restriction. So this is more like, I mean, this is very, very specific. You can understand that for all of those methods, uh, the user has to be authenticated, but this is actually more like understandable, and not understandable, but like, yeah, it's more understandable, and it's better at, I mean, it's better for the programmer to use to read it. So I'm going to keep that. So one thing I want you to do, I don't really remember what. I wanted to fix some stuff. Oh, there is these things as well. So one thing I'm going to show you is like you can see that this code and this one are the same. I actually copy paste it. So I'm going to do what is called a partial. And you know already, I think, what is a partial. So a list of, let's call it action list or task list, whatever, ERB, no, ERB, yeah. So, and we're gonna put all of this into, actually, I'm gonna put all of this into, oh, come on. Oh, it's not a folder I want you to do. My goodness. I want you to make, come on. I want you to make a file, sorry. So this will be called task list ERB. So this is a partial, right? And I'm going to put that code in it. And now you can see that I can do pretty much like the same we did into, for example, the new, and I will be able to call this into here, but it will not be form, but it will be task list, and will be task, and I'm going to do the same thing into here. So that when so this is very, very useful, and it's actually keeping the code into one place rather than duplicate it over many places. So when you have to change something, you will have to remember where to change it. When you keep the code in one place and you have to make some changes, you make the changes only on that one, right? So, okay, index task, and why is it called task? It's not task, it's task, yes, with S, tasks. All right, so let's see if it's still working. If I go into my task, I can still see, hopefully, oh, there's an issue here. So missing partial, blah blah blah. Okay. So it's not list with S, but it's actually list without S. So if I refresh, it should be working. And if I go into current task, which is pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that you don't see all the tasks in the app, but you see my task, so I have to be connected. And I'm going to connect. and I'm not going to go in it right now because I put the bad password in. I'm connected. Now I'm going into my action and it's working properly. So this is how you use basically, how you take advantage of having a partial. This is what a partial is for. You just have your code, your piece of code here, and you use it pretty much everywhere you need it. And you can pass this argument here, this parameter here is actually the task that is here. I think I don't really need to put, no, here I have two, let me see. Let me see, I think index, I have that. I think just with that could work, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's working. And the reason why it's working, because we say, okay, we have an argument here, which is task, which is from the controller. If you look at the controller, we have here task, and we have another here tasks. And we say, okay, now you pass those tasks into, the task I'm going to be using is this one. And it's gonna be, the value is gonna be, the key, sorry, is gonna be that, and the value is gonna be that, right? And you pass it into that, and that's why you don't really need to put the arrow at before. That's why, because the key is actually like that, and it's working, but it's working as well with the arrow, with the at. So I'm going to keep it that way, but just because I don't used to do that, but it's something I just realized right now. I wanted to change something as well, which is merge, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I wanted to put those action actually first, and first created by completed pose, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then another thing is like, if you go into there and you decide to create a new task, for example, say blah blah, you say blah blah, then you go back. No, you don't even have to. You can see that it's not really looking good, right? It's too small. The width is not really, uh, it's too small. The width of each card is actually too small. So in Bootstrap they had a setup for it, and I'm going to keep it, which is that the max width. But I think I have to as well put like a min width. So this is into the div, set card error. Okay, so this is there. So if I do refresh, it will not change anything, but I think I have to actually do the same, but with min width. I'm actually going to put it here, and let's see. So here we go. thing is, it's not really centered. And another thing is that there is no space between those. So each blah blah. I will have to add some margin somewhere. Margin. Just going to do some, or bottom margin, I think. I don't know. I don't actually remember. I will have to go into my thing to check. Just wanted to put some space in there. Just waiting for the tool, the development tool to show up. Here we go. Oh, now this is like, okay. So, if I go into, oops, no, this is not. Okay, so now I have that. So the margin is actually showing up into you look at each, you can see that there is a margin somewhere. Yes. So I'm going to do that at the same time. Oh, it doesn't even work. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's like, if I go back into the mobile one, still doing the same, okay. So, okay, so that means if I add like 50, will change the thing. Yeah, that's too much. And if I go back into come on, man. Yeah, 50 is like the good thing. So I want to have a way to say, okay, on mobile you do that. Yeah, and I think there was a way to do it, but like, don't remember what it was. Okay, so let's put that on hold for the moment. Let's put it in the comment. No, not the whole line, but just this one. comma. Okay. And what I want to do is like center everything, and I think there was a way to do it. Like go into the bootstrap, you search for something like center, not model, but like spacing, how it works, blah blah. Can I actually do that here? If I refresh, no, it doesn't change anything. Alright, so I think there was something to like center. Model, justify content. If I go into the layout stuff, container fluid. Yeah, this is something like that I want to use. But I just want to, maybe it's grid, I don't know. Container. Curly row, another row. It's already green, so should I use something like that? And how about centering, not that, but a card or a card deck? Hmm. It's like I want to center everything. Nope. I just want to sort of center it. So maybe I don't have a max. Or maybe I should put a max, but yeah, that's probably why. I think, where's it? It's not, it was here. So I may not need. Okay. Okay, so this is like, no, this is not what I want to do. Oh my god. What about this? Okay. I guess I have to put some stuff more stuff like in the CSS to make it really look great. Okay, I'm going to take care of that probably later. I don't know how long the video is at the moment, but I'm going to probably stop it right now. One thing I wanted to fix some stuff as well. So, for example, like, let me try now. It's like, there's the active. Yeah, why is that? It's not like, there is something like visited or over or something like that. Because when you over it, you definitely don't want to. I don't even know. Text over. It was something over. And why is it? It's not really that. Nope. It might be background. No, it's not that. It's like, alright. I'm gonna stop here, and yeah, I'm going because the video is gonna be too long. Git status. Git. I actually I did a partial. I how to make a partial, how to use except, and yeah, I think and a bit of fixing some stuff. Okay. Git add all git commit. For task list and uses accept rather than only for readability. For readability. And then what did I do in the index? I think git diff. Okay. Oh, because okay, I got you. In the index, what did I? Oh, I actually, yeah, just changed that, and that was it. Here, I think I haven't changed anything. Okay, cool. Git push origin master. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.